We are live.
Yes, we are. So,
Yes.
well, of course, a very warm and heartfelt welcome to this weekly Facebook Live event that we have. And maybe sometimes you feel also the rush in this life that we have. So it's good to sometimes to relax, breathe, relax, and then you can see the things in a different way, different perspective. Today, again, we are going to share a little bit more, and we're going to deepen out our post that we wrote this week, our personal stories. At the end there is of course a Q&A, so if you have questions please write it down. I will sometimes look at my laptop and then see if you have a question. And at the end we also have an announcement to make.
Yeah, that's it for today. So it looks like we're very calm and very relaxed, but we're also very excited. So thank you for watching. Wherever you are in the world, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Lovely to see everyone. And if you see this one later, thank you for watching also later. I know some of the people have said on LinkedIn, for example, where we also post that they're going to watch later, the recorded version. And also I want to point out that this is recorded and we'll put it on our YouTube channel later as well. So you can always share it as well if you think other people want to see it as well. So this week, like Arturo said, we are going to talk about our post, what we shared this week ourselves. And my first post, I don't know if you've seen it, it was a short video when we went to Marken, which is a small island here in the Netherlands. You can go there by the road, but before you had to go there by pond. And it's a very old island in the old Zuiderzee. And that was really a lovely place, I think, to go to, just to feel the sweet waters of the Netherlands. And it's a lovely way to walk around the island. And they had a lighthouse there. And just when we were walking, just this lighthouse is, of course, very attractive. But what it showed me is like this beacon of light that it was. I wanted to go there, and we went to the beach, and I just loved that. I picked up some shells, and we were very relaxed because we had a very busy week, so it was very good to let the wind blow through our hair and so forth. But when we walked towards the lighthouse, there was like a small road, and on one side of the water there were quite a lot of waves, and on the other side of the water it was completely quiet. And that was amazing, and it was like a metaphor for life, really, because life can be really challenging, really active, really stormy waters, and there is always the peace. So we have a choice. What it came to me was that we have a choice, or I have a choice in every moment to choose, am I going to focus on the stormy water, or can I take a break in that, like having a mindful moment, a breath, and putting my awareness really there of the choice I'm going to make, of how I'm going to engage with the stormy waters of life. So that was really good. I looked at one side and I looked at the other side, and it was like, yeah, I have a choice here. And sometimes that's not so easy. So how do you do that? So I do that just by taking a deep breath and really becoming present of what's happening, and then ask myself the question, what is most helpful that I'm going to do right now for me? And for the others, of course, then. And if I know that, the most helpful thing is to stay calm, obviously, in whatever the situation. But if that's not so easy, then I take another breath. And I just think, okay, now I make a decision. And what you find as you're training your mind neurologically, you're creating new neural pathways of not being so reactive, to becoming more responsive, just by applying that new mindfulness moment in between that. So that was really helpful for me, and I learned that actually through the 16 Guidelines program, and for the last few years I've been applying that, and it's been very, very helpful. So that is one of the experiences that I wanted to share with you.
It was a beautiful moment.
Yeah, it was
walking on this towards the lighthouse. And a beautiful small city, Marken. It's our village. Yeah.
Recommend it.
Yeah, really. Well, my post went about, I wrote something about playing golf. And more or less it's related to what you described. I noticed, and of course I already know this pretty long, that if I'm trying to hit the ball with golf, but my mind is focused on a lot of other things, if my thoughts are about work or appointments that I still have to make, or my focus is on all the obstacles on the course, like the bunkers were full of sand, the water that's between me and the hole, the bushes that are there, or maybe even the persons I'm playing with golf, they are much better sometimes than I am. If I'm focusing on that, I won't hit the ball right. And you know what will happen with the ball? It goes to in the water, it goes in the bunker, it goes in the bushes, but it will never go to the place that I want. That's on the green, close to the hole. So that's not what's happening then. And what we do, and this is a metaphor for me in life, because we have a lot of distractions in our life. Mm-hmm. Your work, maybe the virus, the corona right now, your relationship, your kids, the money, I don't know, there's a lot of distractions. Mm-hmm. But if you focus on that, feel the rush that's happening then inside of your body. Feel the anxiety, the agitation maybe that's coming up. And if you stay in that emotion, in that feeling, you are reactive. You're constantly looking at the external world that they have to change. The people, the outside world, that needs to be changed. Yeah. But there is no solution, really. The solution is going inside. So what Claudia already explained, it's so simple that people hardly will recognize this as one of the main tools. Breathe. Just take a deep breath. You can do it right now and feel what it already do to you. And when you go inside, and just like with golf, looking at where you want to go, the whole focus on the ball, focus on the swing, and let the swing do its job. Let it go. And the ball will go where you want it. And that's also in life.
Nice metaphor, yeah.
Yeah. Just do what you want, but let it also go. Let go of the results. Just be in the now. And life will be much easier for you. Yeah.
Wow. So yeah, well, my second post was still about the lighthouse. That was just very much in my consciousness this week. Was how can you be a lighthouse for others? Yeah. You know, we can have this awareness. What I wrote about was I was busy working, and what I sometimes notice when I'm busy, and I'm not very good at multitasking, as we both know. I'm very good at single things, and actually multitasking is a myth, so don't let anybody fool you. That's a good thing. But actually what happened when I'm working, then I'm really working. And then it's like, oh yeah, how am I working? Sometimes I need to go back into myself and checking where is my mind, and how is my energy, and how am I in this? And what I notice is that if I'm then really focused, I can, as soon as I then apply a sense of ease, a sense of joy, a sense of love, start to work more from my heart, something happens inside me. There's a shift. And I feel then also better. I feel more energized. I get more energy. I feel, it's more effortless. So that is not always easy to do. So we find people when they're struggling, they forget that too. And it's not really about having to help others in that way or trying to fix them. It's becoming aware of like, we can be that. And when you are that, you become a lighthouse for other people, because people think, wow, when she can do it, I can do it. You know, I've been in very stressful situations, maybe not so stressful as you, but in my life, that I had a choice. You know, how was I going to be? And the times that I was able to stay calm and connect with that joy and that peace that is always already inside me, once I was able to connect with that, things started to ease on its own already. My experience started to change. My perceptual consciousness level was going to change. The awareness of how I perceive things. And what happens then is, I wanted to talk a little bit about that today, but maybe we can do it another time, about introspection, you know, this introspective consciousness that we have. How does it make me feel? Mm-hmm. And if I become more aware then, like when I'm working, that I'm more joyful, more calm, more peaceful, that is that introspective consciousness. And we have these different levels of consciousness. And if I connect with that higher level of consciousness, I can take things from my subconsciousness into that higher consciousness and become more aware of how I am interacting or relating to others, which is often just what we need to lift the energy where we're at, or when we relate to others or in the situations we're in. So that was really, my post was about that, about being a light for others and also for myself.
Yeah, and you shared something with me also about moving out. Yeah. Do you want to share it right now or next week?
Well, that maybe, I think I'm going to write about that next week, because that's really about, in my dream, I couldn't sleep, and something happened when I got a real good insight how to raise the consciousness from a meta-conscious level. So that was really powerful. Yeah. I'm going to write about it next week. Thank you for that.
Nice. Yeah, that's really beautiful.
Thank you.
My second post, it was the fourth post this week from Conscious World Agents. Basically, the quote I wrote down that I heard from Wayne Dyer, for me it says everything. And the quote is, "You will never die from a snake bite. It's the venom that kills you." And venom is another word for poison. And why is this, at least for me, so important? I had a pretty nasty experience at the end of last year. And it took me 3 to 4 days to at least to get over it, or get rid of the highest energy and the most heaviest emotions I had there. Mm. And to be honest, I cried 2 days. So it was pretty severe for me. Yeah. A week later, 2 people asked me about that incident. Mm. And I shared it again with them, and I felt the emotions coming. But they also re-emerged it by saying, well, this is horrible for you. This is harassment. You should write a letter, and so on and so on. And I felt again all these emotions and bad energy coming into my body. And that evening, I couldn't sleep anymore. And it tells me so much about what I already know for a long time. But telling your drama, your own story, your own side of the story again and again and again, with the emotions, with the energy in it, it will ruin your body. Mm. Really. Yeah. It will produce the stress hormones that we have. And we need stress hormones like cortisol and adrenaline and so on. We need them when there is an acute moment of stress. Yeah. Then it helps us to survive and to be alert. That's great. But just like a reindeer that was attacked, or that it will see some wolves, that reindeer needs the stress hormones to flight, to escape. Yeah. But 15 minutes later, this reindeer is still eating the grass again, and it's totally get rid of all the stress hormones. Mm. But we people, we have something extra. We can think about it.
Yeah.
And by thinking about it, we produce again these stress hormones. And it will really, you will get higher blood pressure, it will increase your heart rate, and maybe even it will increase, or it will cause depression. It will ruin your body.
Yeah.
And that's such a shame, and that's what we do ourselves.
Nice.
So if you want to tell the story, don't make it a drama. Let's see if you can tell it as if you were the observer. Stand outside of it, and then you can still tell your side of the story, but you don't feel the emotions in it. And if still the emotion will come, just know that emotion is just an energy. It will come in and it will go out. If you stick to it, you are attached to that emotion. That's when the stress hormones will come in. So again, breathe, zoom out, tell your story if you want to do it, but without the emotions and without the attachment on it.
Nice, I like that. It's like when I heard once that emotion, energy, emotion.
Yeah.
And that's really what it is.
That's really what it is. Yeah.
And you're good now.
Yes, I'm much better. And still, I'm going to be honest to you, still sometimes if I'm talking about it and if I'm going too deep into it, I feel slightly this emotion coming up. But then I have a choice, and that's what we so many times want to say to you. Make a conscious decision. Yeah. I have a choice to go, to feel it and attach to it, or I can say, no, I'm not going to go to that place again.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, wonderful. We could talk for hours about this, of course, you know, all these choices that we can make. So I just want to say to everybody, thank you for watching as well. It's really lovely to see you. I just put my glasses on and I saw Lorraine was here as well, and I saw Bert was also here. So lovely to see you. Yeah. And thank you. And if you have any questions or answers or any insights, then please share. But if you have a question in the feed down below, but if you have a question that you would like to know, then just put in a question underneath and we will try to answer that. Yeah. Well, we also have some great news.
Yes, we have. We have again great news.
Every week, you know. No, but we're so excited about how Conscious World Agency is growing. You know, the things that are happening already for us behind every time when we meet you here every week. Things have just been moving on and moving on, moving on. And the momentum is just really getting really good energy. So,
can I say about Morocco? The last slide?
Yeah.
We already got an invitation from a good friend of mine that I know, and he lives in Morocco. And he's inviting us to come to there when we can travel again to give an event there. So that's so awesome that we just started, but this is already coming out.
Oh yeah, and we've got some more ideas which we'll share with you. But what we also want to say is, I think there is somebody who put a comment on there as well.
Yeah, I see some comments.
And we have something planned in the Netherlands, which is an event for everyone. And we were going to promote it tomorrow, but it is about CWA Experience Day. And it's a whole day where you can experience how to raise your consciousness level. And we're going to do that in February, so on the 13th of February. So if that's already getting some of your interest, have a look on our events page, and there we will, you'll see more about it. But tomorrow we'll put the promotion film up for that as well. So if you want to look at our page here, then you can see that. Now, it's been wonderful to share with you what our experiences are. And if you find it helpful, let us know. If you have any other suggestions, let us know. And we just want to build a large community of people who are really conscious in how they live and how they relate to one another. So, was there anything that we need to reply?
Well, no, Rosemary is, wrote something about thank you for sharing this.
Okay.
So, thank you, Rosemary, for
nice.
putting this comment there.
comment.
Comment.
Yeah.
Comment.
And I see
Comment.
Maureen is watching
Yeah.
as well, so that's
Okay.
wonderful. Hi, Maureen.
Yeah.
And thank you, Rosemary. That's great. And well, that's it, I think, then for today.
Yeah.
We have,
And did you also share the early bird?
oh, no, you can do that for me.
Okay. Well, Claudia said already that we are going to do the event, the CWA Experience Day.
Yeah.
If you want to come, of course you want to come.
If they can, if they live in the Netherlands, or if they can fly again.
Yeah. We have an early bird ticket. And the early bird is up till the 21st of January. And the price is not 108 then, but it will be only 85 euros. And you will get a lot for this. Really, look at our website, www.consciousworldagents.com. And if you're going to sign in, use the promo code EARLYBIRD, one word. EARLYBIRD, one word.
Yeah, great.
And yeah,
That's it.
yeah, we are so excited.
Yeah, tomorrow we're gonna gonna post that video from that. So have a look at that, and if that resonates, wonderful. Love to see you again next week when we meet here again.
Yeah, let's see if there are.
And
Thank you too. No, there's no. As far
Okay.
as I can see, there is
All clear.
no question.
all clear. And any other comments later, we'll try to respond to that as well. So.
Yeah.
Well, thank you again for today. I really like
Yeah.
it. We look forward to this every week. So we'd really try to do that now every Friday at 3 p.m. So if you can be there, fantastic. And if not, hopefully you can see the recorded version afterwards. All right?
Have a great weekend.
Yeah, and a
And-
wonderful week.
Follow your heart.
Always. Bye-bye.
Bye bye.